Philly cheesesteak. Phillies are ready. Wrap them up, D.
Philly cheesesteak is awesome. Chad smokes meat overnight. It has peppers and onions and secret sauce.
Nothing I love better than a Philly cheesesteak in a dirt parking lot at a gun shop from a guy that's from Australia cooking here in Juneau, Alaska.
Never been to Philadelphia.
Right here on Triple D. Let's get into it.
So we're gonna make our birch brine to smoke our chuck roast.
What's up, Chuck?
We take our birch syrup. It's a lot like maple syrup, but it's a bit richer. This is Alaskan sea salt from Sitka. After 7 days on the brine, we're gonna put it on the smoker. Margarine, apple cider vinegar, soy sauce, a little umami,
Talked about your mommy.
Hey, my mom.
guava nectar, and cola.
And that's what we're gonna spritz with.
Right.
Now, how long is it gonna be on the smoker?
About 12 hours. About 220. We use hickory.
Smoke ring. Tender.
No question, there's a lot of good flavor in that.
Peppers and onions here. This is rendered brisket fat. I put bay leaves in there.
I got you.
Now this is ready for the flat top. American cheese. Good stuff. Give it a little steam.
Is that an actual trash can lid?
It is, yeah.
That is your style right there.
Ciabatta roll. Toasted on both sides.
Kewpie mayonnaise.
There we go.
That's a normal portion?
Yes, sir.
What happens when you don't bring your kid with you to eat it? Thank you, Ann. It's outstanding. What do you think it is, Hunter, that sets the sandwich apart? I want to see if my kid's got his spidey sensors on.
The sweetness of the peppers. The American cheese. Can't really go wrong with that. Juicy.
You got great texture. It's super rich. It's unconventional, but I'll tell you what, I would order it and order it again.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I was gonna say I'd come back tomorrow, too.
Okay, we can do that.
One Philly cheesesteak.
My buddy Brian helped build my house a couple different times. What do you think of a Philly cheesesteak?
I just like the sweet of the onions, the spices in the meat, the cheese, very creamy.
What happens during the winter?
It's snowing sideways, but we're open. We're here to serve the local communities.
Being open year-round for a food truck in Juneau is a huge deal. I've seen in the freezing rain, people lined up.
You know where East and South Palm Canyon meet in Palm Springs? Well, I'm right there, but not there. I'm in an alley right behind it. And a buddy of mine told me if it's funky, you'll find it, right? I said, yeah. And he says, well, I got a funky joint for you. It's a crepe place. I said, I don't really like crepes. He says, don't worry. They're not sweet crepes. They're savory crepes. I said, a savory crepe joint in Palm Springs? I got to check it out. This is Gabino's Creperie.
Turkey cheddar up.
Gabino's is incredible. They have big, savory crepes.
Totally different than what you would expect from a sweet crepe.
Chicken ranch is up.
I've never had a crepe like it.
And that passion for creative crepes was cooked into Marcel Ramirez as a kid.
I remember being on my dad's lap, just whipping up batter.
And it ended up changing his life.
I was up to no good. I said, I gotta do things a little different here. So I just kind of started experimenting and created a non-traditional savory crepe.
Don't tell the French that they got nothing on these guys.
But good luck finding it your first time.
If you drive by, there's a chance you won't even see it.
I would describe it as a hole in the wall, tucked away, super cute in a little alley.
Then the little partial door window over here is where they serve the food out.
Cheesesteak for table number 3.
To put a Philly cheesesteak into the crepe is just an anomaly. You're not gonna see it anywhere else.
It's like perfect bite.
Now we got our cheesesteak.
You take a ribeye.
We partially freeze it, and then we deli slice it paper thin. We have our cheese sauce,
Processed cheese.
whole milk, a little pinch of salt, vacuum seal it up, and we drop it in hot water until it's melted.
So the ribeye shaved.
Oil,
That is thin.
salt, pepper, garlic, and grilled onions.
Hey, so this is my buddy Mark Tadros, great chef, has the date farm here in Palm Springs.
What's up, my man?
When you told me to come check this joint out, I'm like, I've never seen crepes like this.
Marcel's a wizard, bro.
You hooked me up, brother. I appreciate it. Masterpiece.
Gonna add a little bit of chimichurri, and then we're gonna throw the Mama G, and then we got our cheese.
Dead man walking right here, folks. Everything you love about cheesesteak. Tender beef, caramelized onions, processed cheese on there, a little extra creaminess coming from the Mama G sauce. What puts it over the top is where you typically get that big cheesesteak bun. Don't get me wrong, I love. But not all the time does everybody want all that. This supports the experience, not nearly as much carb, and it gives you a whole nother level of texture. Outstanding.
Thank you.
Delicious.
Thank you.
2 Philly cheesesteak crepes.
The meat synergized really well with crepe itself.
It's like a symphony. This all makes sense.
Chicken Caesar up.
It's like a whole experience. I mean, you have a type of food that you can't get anywhere else, the way they do it. The service is amazing. Like, it's just a vibe.
So to have him right in Palm Springs is a gift.
I'm Guy right, Fieri, we're rolling out, looking for America's greatest. So back in the day, if you told somebody you were gonna get them some German food, some Polish food, or Russian food, most people would say, nah, I'm good, I'll just have Italian. But what you're seeing now is people are taking these old world foods, putting new school spins on them, and just doing these awesome pop-ups. So we're here in Bridesburg, right in the northeast side of Philadelphia, to check out a joint where they're using grandma's recipes to make it the real deal. This is Mom's Kitchen.
Philly cheesesteak pierogi.
The Philly cheesesteak pierogi is basically a Philly cheesesteak wrapped up in a pouch.
You actually don't even miss the bread because the pierogis are that good.
All right, so what are we gonna make?
We're gonna start with our dough. We start off with some sour cream.
This is Mom's recipe.
It's actually not. Ryan and I developed these recipes on our own. Melted butter, oil, whole eggs, and whole egg yolks.
AP flour.
Yep, kosher salt.
How long are we gonna mix it?
3 to 5 minutes.
It does rest for how long?
Usually overnight for us.
Take the dough, we'll sheet it out, punch out the rings. So you made that look real easy peasy. Now we make the filling.
We'll start off with a little oil on the grill. Thinly sliced ribeye here. This is some Cooper Sharp American cheese.
To think that you didn't have a culinary background, you sure move like you have a culinary background.
Quite a few pierogi that we've made.
How many think it is?
I wish I knew how many I've eaten in my lifetime.
All right, so nice mixture of that. The dough is ready to go. Should I start timing her? Oh, look at that little technique.
Try not to get any filling in the seam
In between
there.
the two.
Turn it over, a little pinch again, and there you have it.
That's a good-looking pierogi. These go into the water for 3 minutes. Bring them out, let them cool.
Toss them on our flat-top grill to sear for a couple of minutes till crispy on each side.
Whoa, 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 what is that?
Black pepper ketchup.
Ketchup on cheesesteaks? I've never heard of it.
I'm a fan. Really? Yeah,
Really?
it's a big thing. You be the judge. Caramelized onions, and these cook for hours, so they're super sweet. Little scallion.
That's all she
There you
wrote.
have it.
Am I supposed to eat these with my hand or with a fork?
Hand is totally acceptable.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of pierogies on Triple D, and I've had a lot of pierogies just in regular life. Got pierogi dough with the sour cream and the whole barnyard of chickens. It's silky, luxurious, melts in your mouth. Wow. It's absolutely wrecking regular cheesesteaks for me right now. And you guys made this up?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I like a little sauce. I'm here to check out a joint where two real estate buddies came upon a great deal on a pub, and they said, hey, why don't we get into the pub and restaurant business? You're gonna dig it. This is the Gall & Company Malt House.
Order up, we got chicken cutlet.
Gall & Company Malt House is your usual corner bar, but like at the next level.
Recipe for the side salad.
Everybody comes in, have a good time, good food.
And the dudes serving up all those goods, that'd be Joe Forkin, Jim Lyons, and Matt Yeck. Some real characters who gave this casual spot a formal name.
The Gall & Co. Malt House.
Whoa, what did you call it?
Gall & Company Malt House.
I have a couple drafts and kind of indulge a little bit with the Witowski.
Got to wit up, table one.
The Witowski is their take on the cheesesteak. It's kielbasa, which is tying into our Polish neighborhood.
That's amazing. Now what are we into?
The Witowski, that's what it's called. So in Philly, you get a cheesesteak with onions or without onions. We added a ski on the end, so now we Polishized the with or without ski. So kielbasa is the meat of the Polish people.
You're gonna make your own kielbasa.
Paprika, onion powder, coarse black pepper, salt, fresh garlic. Different than granulated garlic, which we're adding now. Into the ground pork.
Now, this is gonna get mixed up?
With these man hands right here.
With these man hands, got it.
We're gonna throw it right in the oven, 400 degrees for 2 hours.
What's up next?
House-made cheese sauce. Butter, chicken stock that we strained when we cooked the wings.
Got it.
Granulated garlic, onion powder, and the coarse black pepper. I'm gonna whisk it with this professional whisk we got here.
And what's going on with the cheese here?
So that's a sharp American cheese.
I like it.
So this is the kielbasa loaf. Slice it almost like a lunch meat.
Like a what?
Like a lunch meat. Deli meats, or what do you call them?
Lunch meat.
We're gonna launch it into your mouth.
Who would have thought of kielbasa launch meat? And these are house-cut fries, double fried?
There you go. Add some caramelized onions right on there. Finish it off with the cheese sauce.
Okay.
Look like a pork roll, but it's a kielbasa.
Pork roll. It's delicious. It's unique. I don't think I've ever had anything like it. It is part ham and cheese. It is part cheesesteak. There's those big flavors that you get in kielbasa. And the uniqueness of how you do it, from making it into the loaf to slicing it to throwing it on the flat top, kind of caramelizing the sausage. That is a destination sandwich.
I'll take a little pound
Okay.
for that.
You're gonna put on a few pounds if you eat that.
I limit myself to 1 a month at this point.
There's no way that's even begin to be true about that.
No, you're a god.
Witowski?
The kibasi's so like crispy, and with the onions, got a really rich flavor.
We gotta check out Sonny's famous steak hoagies. How many rolls do you make a day?
Between 30 and 50 dozen.
30 or 50 dozen. Oh, okay.
We start with the water. This is fresh yeast, heated up in some water.
This is the big shot way right here.
Then I have salt, I have diamalt.
Who?
Diamalt is the food for the yeast, flour. 11.5 pounds to start with. We're gonna mix it for a little while, and then we'll add some butter and shortening. Another 12 pounds of flour.
Got it? It's not your first rodeo, is it there, Johnny?
No. The dough starts being carried by the hook, it's ready to go.
Now we take it out, and where does it go?
It goes into a dough box.
For how long?
About an hour. Then we punch it down, and then it starts to come up again.
This is the one that we punch, fold, put it back.
Right.
Oh, you should feel how warm it is. What size are we going for?
4.5 ounces. Boy, you're good.
That is dead on.
I say that's perfect.
Thank you. I'm out.
That was perfect. We'll put them on our metal pan. We're gonna put them in the metal proof box.
You're gonna get about another 20 minutes.
That's
10
it.
minutes. And then we're gonna roll them out.
We'll press it down with our fingers. We wanna fold it a little up, turn it over, roll it out. That's good. Then I put these in the metal proof box.
And they go around 3.
Yes.
Next thing we'll do is score them, butter them, and pop them in the oven.
Yes.
Take it. The wonderful rotisserie. Slide her down.
Push it all the way down to the bottom, and then it'll stop.
Round and round it goes. Those must be the ones I rolled. Interesting how it gets like a little crackle to it.
Yep.
Great crust, but light. That's a good one.
Makes the whole sandwich.
Like the one folks have been lining up for since 1958. Cheesesteak?
Cheesesteak. This is the second.
Can't get any better. And what we have here is boneless ribeye, just a little bit frozen, and you're gonna just pop it in the sleeve.
We're looking for like a 1/16 of an inch.
You cut that so thin, there's only one side to it. Goes on the line, yellow onions.
I'm gonna put a little bit of butter on the side.
Always better with butter. And then cover it.
We're just waiting for it to get to a point where we can break it up. Put a little salt on top, a little butter again. Mix it all together. And now I'm ready to put my provolone cheese.
And that's all she wrote?
That's all she wrote.
Whoa.
Thank you, thank you.
A little bit of melted cheese, thin slice on that meat and the onions, on a freshly baked roll. What the kicker on that is? The butter. The butter is what does that.